All right, good afternoon, traders. Today's August 21st, 2025. My name is John Carignan. I am the lead instructor here at the BYOB Trading Room. That's the day trading service for the hit and run candlesticks family. Hey, let's go take a look at the markets today. Really crappy day. It was a chop day, so I didn't trade much because I learned my lesson from Monday. All right. So only made 3K, so that's it. All right, markets are still kind of bullish right now. Okay, let's take a look at the markets today, and we'll look at what I made, which wasn't much. But let's just look at what happened for today. Okay, so you got price action. I'm going to use circles here. So we're going to take circles, and you can see price, the brown line. All right, We're under VWAP, okay, right here, under VWAP. We're over VWAP, okay. Now we're back under VWAP, okay, and then we're back over VWAP, okay. Now we're back under VWAP, all right. Now we're back over VWAP, and then we're back down at VWAP right here, and then we're back over VWAP, and then we're down under VWAP, and then we're over VWAP, and then we're under VWAP, okay. And we go a little bit further, kind of fake out. All right, right down here. And then we wind up right back here above VWAP. Okay, then we're under VWAP, then we're over VWAP, and then we're under VWAP, okay? No trend. There's a brief 10-minute trend right here that went probably maybe 1-2 candles past the rubber band candle. That's it. 10-minute downtrend right there. Other than that, that was it. And the only way you knew to trade that was based on the failure to produce a higher high right here after this pullback. So you had a pullback. You were supposed to produce a higher high, and instead they came all the way back. They hung out here for more than 6 candles, and that means a commitment, so they went down. Now we've got a commitment here. They hung out for more than 6 candles. They went high. Produced a micro higher high, and now they're back underneath. Okay, so they're just volleying back and forth is all they're doing today. All right, we've got a pennant. All right, and price seems to be stuck inside the pennant. Eventually it will break out, maybe in the aftermarkets, maybe tomorrow morning. I'm sure tomorrow morning something's going to happen. Mr. Powell's going to speak, and this is nothing but consolidation through here. Again, price moving up, under, over, under. It's just nothing. It's a mess. That's all it is. This is a mess if you look at that. Okay, so going into the close, based on what I see now, okay, this is not the close. All right, looking like a 10-minute downtrend. We'll see. Could change. All right, on the 2-hour, let's take a peek at the 2-hour. On the 2-hour, we have still a 2-hour downtrend, okay, into the close. Okay, see yellow 3 EMA underneath the white 8 EMA, okay? This is garbage. This right here, let's go to the daily. We'll go to the quad lines, okay? Take this out. Take this out. Okay, still up here in quadrant 1. Quadrant 4, okay? All the way up here, quadrant 4. Until we take out this low, all right, we'll be in an uptrend, okay? Still up at the top of quadrant 4. That's still bullish up there until we take out this low right here. Then we'll have a downtrend, but we'll still be bullish up here in the quadrant 4, all right? So we'll see what happens. So there's SPY on the daily chart. Still in an uptrend, still bullish. Closing today looking like below the 17 EMA. We'll see what happens, all right? We'll look at the a little bit of the internals here with the market and see what's going on. All right, so there's the daily, weekly, still in an uptrend, all right? Monthly, still in an uptrend. So we got monthly, weekly, still in an uptrend. Daily, still in an uptrend but not moving up, all right? And the 2-hour is in a definite downtrend. All right. And the 10-minute is doing nothing but waffle back and forth, and right now it's currently in a 10-minute downtrend. Today we traded not much to be traded because it was nothing but up and over, okay? So we had a 10-minute trade up there, took that, and then we had a 10-minute trade down here, took that, and that's it, okay? So profits today, right here, we'll look at positions. All right, so 102 on these, 102 in profit on some 670 calls, 22 days till expiration. I still have some of those. All right, so you can see price action on that. Price came up over the cost basis, so I took some profit, and now I'm reloading whatever I sold off down here. Okay, on these right here, QQQ, made $60 on the QQQ calls. These are the 569 4 DTEs. Basically, I had to like triple down right here and got out at pretty much break even. All right, that's the $60 there. Lost 17,000 on these, and that was from holdover from last week. All right, holdover from last week. Lost 17K on those, made 18K on the calls. For that was for, you can see obviously I bought the rally, okay, and that was the green erases red right here, so I made 18K on the rip up over the top, and then I bought the dips and sold the peaks up here, and then after that it was a struggle into the end of the day. Okay, on some that was on the puts. That was actually on the puts. Excuse me, not the calls. That was puts. So again, I bought the. Looks like I bought puts here, and then when price went down, I profited right here, and then I reloaded, and then price went down, and I reloaded, and then again I captured some more, and then eventually price started to dip off, and I sold into the dip right here. That's the puts. Calls. 639 calls, again, bought the low, sold the high into those peaks right there. Made 2K on those. Nothing really special, okay? All in all, it was nothing but a chop day. Chop, chop, and chop. Okay, let's take a look at QQQ. For QQQ, what do we got here on the daily chart? All right, QQQ putting in an inside day. All right, so price action lower high, higher low, closing underneath, bearish trap underneath the 17 EMA. If QQQ takes out this low, that'll be a downtrend. Currently, bullish. All right, and in an uptrend that's not moving up. All right, Diamond Dow. Diamond Dow putting in lower high, lower low, closing inside a bullish trap. And over the rising 17 that's up here at the top of quadrant 4, that's bullish and still in an uptrend. IWM putting in a, well, that's going to be close. The low is 239.69. The low is 223.69, 223.78. All right, so that's a higher low. On the high side, looks like, okay, so we got an inside day, lower high, higher low, closing, looks like it's going to close inside a bullish trap and over the rising 17 EMA. Okay, that is up in the upper third or quadrant 4. That's bullish and still in an uptrend there for IWM. FNGU still in a downtrend, okay, and they did not make a lower low there. Inside day for FNGU. Price action closing underneath the bearish trap underneath the 17 EMA. Still in a downtrend, now finally moving down. All right. They were in a downtrend down here, but they did not move down. They kind of melted up, and now they're back into moving further south. So we'll see what happens. So they may be going through like a little consolidation right through here. Like maybe something like price goes up, back, and we'll look for another leg up, and then a half back, and then a rip to the upside. Or they're going to do this: up, back, half back, and then a dip lower. We'll see what happens. All right. Those are the two scenarios for the consolidation, and that's what it looks like is happening to FNGU. All right, still up there in quadrant 4, but in a downtrend. It's bullish, but in a downtrend that's now finally moving down. All right, let's take a look at technicals. T21, 2101. The breath is, we're losing steam on that bullish momentum. Okay, losing steam. You can see the breath is pulling back some more today. T2122. Wow, that's a lot of wind up there. That's bullish right there. All right, still up over the uptrend line. Just really winding up here as far as the NYSE is. They're looking like they're going to have a breakout. FNGU looks like they're going to break down. T2122. Here, okay, we made an appearance inside the buy zone. All right, spent most of the day camped out inside the buyer's chop zone. And we made another appearance inside the buy zone. Looks like we're going to do another appearance at the end of the day. Higher lows, all right, and some higher highs right here. Some higher lows and some higher highs. Again, consolidation over prior consolidation. That is bullish outlook for T2122. Okay, right there. Bullish outlook, T2122. T2123. Right here, okay, price action just melting up right there. Do we have a new rally high? Let's check this out. No new rally high. Okay, still bullish in an uptrend over the 200 SMA. That's bullish. Still up there in quadrant 4. That's bullish. You look at that on the 3-bar chart. You can see price action still up there in quadrant 4. 15-minute is in an uptrend. 3-bar chart also in an uptrend. Here's some highs. There's some highs. There's a higher high. Okay, so we're still in an uptrend. We're up over the 200 SMA. That's bullish up there. And from the looks of things, there's that bullish gap, and they're still holding that open. All right, so this has been 3 or 4 days now. They've held that bullish gap open, and they're holding the higher ground and looking like a melt-up situation here on T2123, which kind of reinforces T2122, although T2101 is not saying the same thing. It's like losing breath but moving up. Okay, so not quite the same message from T2101. T2122 and 23, 22 and 23 kind of support each other in what they're doing. Let's take a look at FNGU. All right, for today, I got to say we spent most of the day under VWAP. But here's yesterday's low. We did not take out yesterday's low. All right, so kind of an inside day. Have we got the makings of a turnaround? We'll see. Right now, let's face it, we're looking at a bear flag. Okay? So this is what we got so far. They move down and over to the right. Okay, so we got the makings of a bear flag. Will there be another move down? We'll find out. Was this the move down and it failed and now we're going to head back up? Well, if they erase over, 66%, 51% of this move down, I would say this is a very good possibility that they're moving back up to the 200 SMA. We'll see what happens. But currently in a bear flag, that's working. All right, on FNGU. Okay, you can see they spent most of the day underneath VWAP here. And they've consolidated underneath there for, more than 6 candles. Okay, so we'll see if there's a commitment going on there. Looking like they had to try to get a lower low. Didn't quite make the lower low, but just consolidating over to the right now. Okay, that's on FNGU. All right, let's go take a look at a few sectors. Let's take a look at gold. I'm going to call it a day here. Gold still up over 300. That's bullish, still holding the higher ground now for 1, 2, 3, 4. Going on 5 months, up over 300. That's bullish, all right? And in a downtrend that's not moving down, it's moving to the right. Silver, bullish up in quadrant 4 in a downtrend that's not moving down, it's moving over to the right, okay? UNG is higher low, higher high. Remember, just yesterday they put in a new all-time low. Nothing impressive happening in UNG other than they're closing inside the bearish trap, and they've bullish engulfed yesterday's little squat candle, all right, for UNG. Still bearish at the bottom of quadrant 1 and still in a downtrend. Okay, USO. USO starting to hook, all right? Keep an eye on this one. Will this be the time they go up and hold the higher ground? I don't know. I don't think so. But starting to hook up. All right. So USO still in a downtrend. Still goes up, gives it up. So it's just neutral. All right. Still in a downtrend, still neutral. Nothing's changed on USO. SMH. SMH kind of rolling over here. All right. They're in a downtrend because they made a lower low right here. Got below this candle right there. So they're in a downtrend, but still moving over to the right. All right. So SMH daily in a downtrend right there. Okay. Remember, they just made a new all-time high about 6 days ago right there on SMH. Still bullish, starting a downtrend. XLK. XLK low 255.78, low 255.84. Okay, so I think SMH and XLK are just kind of both still in uptrends, but they are dangerously close to converting downtrends right here. Okay, so looking like a double bottom right there, but this one's not abandoning. It's still bullish up here in quadrant 4, but looking like they're going to start a downtrend any day now. Okay, on XLK, SMH. Probably should have been this low right here. Again, they got below this low, but not this low. So still in a downtrend. They got a little micro peak right there in the middle, and right now they got below that low, so they're in a downtrend. And on XLK, they're not in a downtrend, but dangerously close. Okay, IYT still looking fantastic. All right, up there, quadrant 4, bullish up there, and still in an uptrend. Okay, still in an uptrend on IYT. XLF. XLF in a downtrend. Okay, XLF's in a downtrend, but not moving down, it's moving up. And at the top of quadrant 4, that's bullish. Got a W pattern filling in here. All right, that's it for me for today. Okay, everybody have a beautiful evening. I will see you all tomorrow morning. I've got a half day tomorrow, and I'll see you guys on Monday. All right, everybody have a beautiful evening. Thanks. Okay, thank you. Tough day when it does that sloppiness back and forth over VWAP. No edge today. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night.